take the return, try to get better field position. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So South Carolina's offense will have the ball first. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
The give on the option. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, North Carolina! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make them punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense here.
And the extra point was good. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like it. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. This offense has it with really good field position. Leaves it with the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
From the gun, running back gets the give. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Tar Heels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. He'll pull it on the read. Runs through the tackle. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Touchdown, UNC! Great job by the back on the option.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
South Carolina, 0.
On the run from inside his own 5.
Returner is brought down at 14. And the South Carolina Gamecocks will take over.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18. And the Gamecocks in the hurry up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Buys a little time. Makes a man miss. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
The Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The screen, he's got wheels. There he goes. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. It's turned down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Just needs a crack to get a return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Here's the handoff. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Shows him the stiff arm. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back has it. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Working on the right. Touchdown, Tar Heels! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fat.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Now the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Gamecocks decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Puts it out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
And he was hit. As he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Tar Heels will punt it away on 4th down. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. To the air on 1st down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Dumps it off in the flat. Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29. The Gamecocks are in the hurry-up. Gets the back moving. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Rides to back and leaves it. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. On the option. Now the pitch. On the move at the 30. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
Really nice read that time by the quarterback in the option. He had the ball out in the perimeter. He saw his pitch guy open. Nobody accounting for him. So you flip it to him quickly. Nice, accurate pitch out in front of him. Easy catch. And then he's able to do the rest. Look at the speed that time on the perimeter by the pitchman, picking up a massive gain for this offense.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Tar Heels have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That changes the sequence, doesn't it? Like, you think 1st and goal, maybe I can pound this several times, and now you get the loss. Now you got to rethink things a little bit. Do I want to throw the football now? Do I feel comfortable even running the ball? So that was a big stop for this defense on 1st down.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Wideout trying to get it in. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. He's looking to throw. Here comes the heat. Touchdown, North Carolina! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment beat. Dang, you talk about home field advantage? Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this 1st half as good as you possibly can.
South Carolina, 0.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. It's in. Completed. He's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. He rifles one deep down the middle. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
The Gamecocks send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of the explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Goes to the option. The give to the back. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Tar Heels can really attack on this second and short. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Tar Heels come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. He's got him along the sidelines, and the foot is clearly down for the catch, and they'll move the chains. The Tar Heels are on the move. It's a draw. Running to Green. He's up to 51 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. And the Tar Heels pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that 3rd down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle, set him up for it.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Escapes the sack. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to set up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Gamecocks will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And the returner will be brought down. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Got to get lined up to spike it and stop the clock.
No gain on the play.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Zings it complete to the right.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game. And I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that 1st half.
The Gamecocks will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Let's see if they can keep that 1st half momentum rolling. They'll keep it on the ground to start the 2nd half. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That one comes out hot down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. Caught behind the line. It's sharp. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Gamecocks will call on their punt team. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They'll leave it with him. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
And the Tar Heels line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Wants to bring it back. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using the quick game. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
To the air on 2nd down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Gamecock. He got a step and just dusted the field.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a... Oh, he's got some space. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. The Tar Heels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Makes the grab over the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They'll run it from the gun. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Off play action. Has to let this one go off his back foot. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. And the Tar Heels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Short throw to the sideline, complete. He steps out of bounds with a first down. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Got his man. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. They're setting up the screen. Turning it on! They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really
converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now 1st and goal. The Tar Heels want to move quickly. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Steps away. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, UNC! Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here late in the...
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
The give to the tailback. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
A run for the quarterback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he makes a grab. Defense draped all over him, and it's first and goal at the 9. And the Tar Heels are on the move. Now on the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, and you stick the quarterback, and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Makes the grab. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds. Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. Third and goal from the 2. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop you.
South Carolina, 7.
On the move from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. Using his legs, it's Sharp. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They send the tight end in motion. Defense in press coverage. He'll keep it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Pressure coming. And the Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They want that clock to run. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now on first down from the 28. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Breaks into the open. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
The Tar Heels trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive.
South Carolina, 7.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Got his hand down the middle. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to the well. He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's taking a deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. The Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Here's a heat. And they got him. Didn't have much of a chance on that one, and a fitting way to put a capper on this game. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.